Okay, hello, hi. Anyways, let's just start without anything further to do. Um, okay, hello, hi. Yeah, this sucks. Well, anyways, okay, so guys, so today I'm not gonna do too much. I'm just going to show you guys the. Anyways, let's just start without anything further to do. Shit. Um. Okay, hello, hi. No, there are. Yeah, this sucks. Well, anyways, okay, so guys, so today I'm not gonna do too much. I'm just going to okay, so I'm gonna do this for change because I wanted to leave some records of what we are doing for our Excel training. This will be automatically recorded, so for other people to view this later. At last, I'm gonna leave the link, my channel link later. Anyways, today we are going to do conditional formatting. Uh, second session. We are going to do how to better organize our data using the conditional formatting, in which we are going to see like the data where if something goes up, instead of looking at the numbers, we want to see the signs. If the numbers going down, you want to see the numbers that are pointing downwards, things like that. Those are the major things that I want to discuss during this conditional formatting. And once again, so if you need to talk to me about anything in private about your personal work, uh, if there are ways I can help you with the way you are working on your Excels and whatever those are, just come to me and ask for help, and I'll be more than glad to answer them for you. And progress is progress, no matter how small. If you know the right target, just go that way, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your speed is. You'll get there eventually. All right, so let's move on to our actual training session 6. Okay, so here we are. We have our conditional formatting, uh, uh, our second session. I think the screen is a little too small for you guys to see. Let me just zoom it in. Okay, it's much better. Okay, so we are going to work on a conditional formatting session, second session. So this is same as what we were discussing the last time. So form differently if a cell has a specific feature or whatever you set as the condition. And then now let's look at our background data, the practice data we're gonna use. So here are, for example, the IDs, names, and let's just say those are the viewers are viewing those names videos. Let's just say, and the viewers rating is out of 100. It's all like that. LAFS rating, let's just say it's all like that. In August, they had the likes of this many, let's just say. And in September, let's just say they had the likes of all this many. Now, what we want to do is we don't want to look at those data just using those. We don't want to look at those data just using those numbers. It's very uncomfortable, obviously. And we want to see something that looks more like this. Let me give you my example. Something that looks like more like this. So this is where we are showing the data. So this part is the same. And the viewers rating, so we want to see them like that, so that the higher numbers, they show bigger bar in terms of rating, lower rating in terms of the rating, of course, in terms of 100, the lower rating, they show smaller bars. Same here, last internal rating, higher the value, bigger the bar, smaller the value, smaller the bar. Just like that. And as you can see, I have set those top 3 likes. People who got the top 3 likes in August, they are shown as green. And people who got the top bottom, they got reds, like that. Also in September, people who got top 3 likes, all the greens and the reds that are bottom 3. Trend, if the person's like is going up, I set up the data so that the trend, so whatever the formula in here becomes the format, not the number. So in this case, obviously, this person Manny's trend is going up. This person's going down. This person's going up. going down, down, up. And of course, this is not the same, but what I did is the numbers that are uh, plus or minus 150, I set as no change. So even though it just went up, but I didn't think it was going up significantly, so I put it as the more or less the same, just like that, down, 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 up, and more or less the same. Mhm. Okay, so let's learn how we can apply these features, these conditional formatting, into our background data. This one. Okay, let's take the step one by one. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the? All right, that's the. All right. So can you see the screen? But I know there are some delays into the streaming, so I'll wait. Everything good? Okay. All right. Without further ado, let's keep going. All right. So hi Swan, hello, welcome. By the way, there are some delays in my streaming, so just know that I yeah, when I do this, you guys will feel like something's a little dragging, but I'm aware of the delay. So I'm using this specific software, but I think there are some delays. But never mind. Yep. Okay. So, anyways, let's keep going. Okay. Well, thanks for answering. Okay. So so now let's see how these data will become into this one. Okay, step by step. All right. First of all, let's see how I did this part. Viewers rating by the numbers. It's actually quite easy. So as we learned from the last time, what we have to do is just scroll and drag the part I want to put as the conditional formatting. Scroll that part, and I press that, and here you will see, I'm sorry everything's in Korean here, but so what I recommend you to do is use your Excel as you listen to this, or maybe afterwards you want to have like 10 minutes or 15 minutes review your own training from me. So you go to this conditional formatting that are like somewhere around here. Go to well, in Korean it says data bar, but I don't know what it says in English, to be honest. So it's going to say something like data bar. You go here, um, and then you press one of those colors you prefer to see. Here there are two kinds largely, by the way. So one is, oh, excuse me, sorry. I have to invite one of my friends. Sorry guys. He told me he wanted to see my streaming. Hold on. Fuck. Oh, sorry about the. Anyways, sorry guys. Okay, so going back to our training, so I scroll that part, to drag the part I want to show in the on the bar graph, and then go here, press that, and so first kind, actually the one I recommend you to use is the gradation bar, where things look more like this. So the bar isn't just one color, it's actually one color, but it gradually changes the color like that. Or another kind, it's actually very easy. That's all you have to do. But of course, in this case, uh, what you want to make sure is that sometimes what will happen is, let me just show you this part one more time. So you drag that and you put it on this bars, and then you uh, manage the rules. And what you want to make sure is that you double press that, double click that, and then what you want to see is, for example, here this part, the part here will say, will ask you, so do you want to make your bar from the minimum value to the maximum value? Okay, so because I already set the rating from 0 to 100, it's actually very easy to see that gradation. So the 0 being the smallest number, 100. But sometimes what you want to make sure is, let's just say in this minimum value, I want to set this as the smallest value. So let me show you what happens. If I put as smallest value, whereas this, the maximum value being the biggest value possible. So what will happen is, okay, okay, you guys can, did you just notice that this bar says Garin, it just went, the bar just went a little downwards a little bit. The reason being is that before, what I did was that this whole bar was put on a 0 to 100 scale. Okay, so smallest number is 100. Okay, as you can see from this person's bar, 19, because 19 is set as 0 in this case. Okay, if that part is not making any sense, just let me know in the comment. Whereas what you want to do most of the time is, when you set the rating, don't set the smallest value being the 0. So you want to set 0 as the smallest value, and which you will do by and in the Excel you will see percentile. So when you do percentile, what it helps you to see is that you set everything in terms of 100%, and in 100%, 0 is always the smallest value, 100 being the biggest value all the time. So depending on that bar of 100 values, then the size of the bar is decided. So let me just put it back in there. So you can see percentile 0. So percentile in any percentile, the biggest number is 100. So when I do that again, damn it, sorry, I don't know what happened. Hmm, okay, and then you can see that when you set those numbers as 0 and 100, they change to the depending on, so the bar here represents 36% of this whole cell here, 100 being the everything, 83 being 83%. That's the way you want to set the specific bar. Of course, the color is different, but let me show you using the second example here. Most of the time, when you are setting the rating from 0 to 100, setting the percentile setting, the Excel is not going to confuse you anyways. Yeah. Basically, all you have to do in that case is you just have to decide: am I going to use this color, that color, this color, that color? That's all you have to decide. Now, in this case, let's see what the bar is going to look like. If I don't use the gradation, I want to use the one colored bar. So in this case, it's going to look something like this. Okay, yeah, look something like that. One reason I don't recommend you guys using this is this. Let me show you why. Okay, so let's just say in this case you have to use a color um, that's more like, okay, so let's just say you had to use this purple color. Problem with this kind of bar is that if you actually see it, even on the screen, the writing inside is not very visible because of the background color. Sometimes you want to change the background colors, writing the letters color to white. But when you do that, yes, those letters they become more visible. Problem is the numbers that are on this side, they're not visible anymore. So this is the reason why I recommend you guys use uh, um, gradation bars instead. Actually, they look more prettier, to be honest. Mhm. But if you do have to use those one colored, because of whatever the reason, then there's another tip I can give you. Here, when you do that, you press that, and while the specific graph is still being dragged, you go here, you manage the rule, double click it, and you can change the colors the way you want to change it. Or for example, one of the most visible color, let's just say I want to use something like uh, light green, and let's just that. Okay. Uh, well, not the best color I wanted, but you get the point. Yeah, this is how you want to, if you want to change the color of your bar, this is how you change it. Okay, but I really don't like the color too much, so let me just go here, change the color again. Let me use dark. Oh, better. Okay, that's better. Okay. So if you do want to use the one colored bar, make sure you use the color that's not really blocking your letters. You want to make sure you do that. Okay. So let me just write on top of here. The bar was bar, data bar, int, and here data bar, color. Okay, come out later. Okay, so now let's see how I did top three and bottom three, and I did those like that. Okay, so let's go to the second part where I am using other features of conditional formatting. Okay, so likewise, when you want to start a new conditional formatting, you always want to start by drag that part, go here, and then on the second line, you can see, sorry, of course, this is in Korean. Uh, I don't know if you can see on this part, there's an arrow saying up and an arrow saying up, and there's a number 10. Okay, so what it helps you to do is you can see later on in your Excel, top 10. So this says top 10 and top 10%, top 10, bottom 10%, bottom 10%, bottom 10, bottom 10%, over the average, below the average. Okay. In this case, and I'm sure you guys are all smart enough to understand what above average or below average means. In this case, I chose top three. So let me show you how I changed this specific rule to set this as bottom three and top three. Okay. So I press that. It's actually quite easy. The default setting here is that you set this and um, this is set as 10. So top 10 is set as red red colored cells. Okay. But as I said, I want to show top three. Easy, just click it down. You can see the cells increasing or decreasing in numbers. Three, three of them, and then and I want to show them in the green. Okay. Now, when I do that and press that, you can see top three numbers are colored in green. Okay, now let's try. How about if I want to do the bottom three? Same. I start by dragging everything. Go here. Um, bottom 10. Press that. Same likewise. I press it down to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3. And oh, sorry guys, I forgot to mention. So this is where you decide what the setting will become. But because the default setting, so I was just using the default setting where it's the red text with the red colored cell. But in this case, let's just say I want to use the user customized setting. And what I have to do is I go all the way down here, press that, and Excel is going to show me, okay, in that case, what's your customized setting? All right, let's just say for our example, I want to express this by uh, oh, color. Let's just say gray background and black writing. Okay. Then I go to here. I set up the color of the cell. I said gray. Okay, so that, and if I put gray, I think the writing will not be so visible. So in that case, I want to put the color of the letter to white. And if I do that, let's see what happens. Okay, you can see uh, bottom three are colored in white in the letter, gray in the background. Okay, you can see like that. Then okay, and then this is the way I want to show. Bottom three are colored in the gray. Top three are colored in gray. Okay. Likewise, let's do the same thing for the lights of September. Start by dragging. Go here. Damn it. Okay. All right. I go to the top three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you can see top three are colored in red, but I don't want to use the red for my top three. I want to use the green. Press that green, okay, and then you can see, oh, sorry guys, let me very quick fix, sorry. Let me do it again. Sorry to confuse you guys. I changed my database a little bit before the streaming. Okay, let me show you again. I'm going to I go to the rule manager. I'm gonna delete it. Let me start again. Okay, so drag the whole thing and go to 3. Okay, you can see that the top 3 lights are marked in green. Likewise here. All right. Now, how about the bottom 3? Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Bottom 3. And as I said, I want to customize my setting for those bottom 3. Okay. Color of the letter is white. And I want to fill it in with the gray color cell. Okay. And boom. Of course, the colors are different, but you can see that what I expressed here is same as here. Make sense? Okay, so that was uh I don't know what it says in English, but something like top bottom rule. If somebody can tell me what that is in English, that'd be great. Top rule. If you can just see it later and then show it, type it on the chat later. I will just fix the whole thing later. Top bottom rule and set three, three. Okay. All right. Now let's move on to the trend part. Okay. So of course, in our background data, we don't have the trend written here, but when you look at the data like this, you want to make sure top bottom rows. Thank you. All right. So in this case, now I want to work on the trends. Okay, so trends between trends of likes. Okay, guys. So trends of likes. Basically, what I did is there are two things involved. First is a very simple formula. So what are the likes of this month, September, and what are the likes of August? That enter it, and the likes has increased by 1,555, and drag it all the way down. Okay, now we see what happened here. Okay, not very hard to see. Now, how am I going to change this, all of this, into those signs? Okay, that's the whole point of this conditional formatting here. And I don't want to see any numbers. Okay, let me show you step by step. Once again, we start by dragging the whole, the group of cells that I want to put into the conditional formatting. Drag that, go here. Okay, yeah. Here it's going to say groups of icon, something like that in English. Yeah. Icon groups, whatever. I press that part, and what I do is I go here, and then there are many other forms of signs you can choose. Of course, there are even those Wi-Fi things and those things too. Stars, flags, tick marks like that, circles and all that. Yeah. But in this case, in order for us to see the ups and downs, I chose this one. I think that's the most intuitive one. And of course, if you want to put more uh, uh, in there, you can use this, of course, and you can change the colors later too. But let me show you this part first. I press that. Now you can see that it's a everything looks like everything's just going up. Yep, actually something's wrong. Okay, obviously. Sense. And all even all those numbers that are minus here, they say they didn't change. Why is this happening? Because mainly because we didn't really set the where the icons are going. Okay, so let me show you. After you set that, after you set whatever the icon you want to use, now you want to go and manage your rules a little bit. Okay, let me define this a little more specifically for the Excel to show us the right icon we want to see. Okay, so let's see, what do I want to see in here? All right. I wish I can zoom this part, but not really, unfortunately. Okay. Now, um, of course, you cannot really see it, but the default option here is percentile. So which means the Excel is going to do the percentile of all the things here, and the things that are uh, above 67 percentage of the percentile, it's saying up. The rest is the equal sign or the downwards. Of course, we don't want to see that. What we want to see is just a flat out number. So I put number here, also number here. And in this case, I don't know if you remember, the numbers that I want to express as up are the numbers that are higher than 150. Okay, what I do is 100. I put 150, but because the sign here says bigger or equal to, so I want to put 151. Okay, so the numbers that are equal to 150 or bigger than this number will be up, and the numbers that I want to show as equal sign, I want to express them, the numbers that are mm, uh, minus 151, so which means the likes that didn't change over 151 plus or minus range, then I want to show them as the equal sign. Let's see what that does. And then all the things that are below this, the ones that lost more likes than those minuses, they're going to show bottom. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, time, and you can see the trends they have changed. The numbers that are minus, they go down. The numbers that go up, down, down. And you can see that because this is 150, it's equal sign. It didn't change, more or less. It lost 12 likes, but it's still in the same range. Okay, but there's one thing a little different from what we wanted to see. I thought our deal was we want to see the icons. We don't want to see the numbers. See the numbers is actually makes our eyes more tired, and we want to make sure that when our viewers see this, they only see the icon, and it's very easy to view just from there. Okay, let's see how we can change that part as well. Drag that part, go here. Once again, you go to the manage the rules, double click that. Mhm. And later on, you are going to see this part that says right next to the icon you chose to choose, you can choose show only the icon. Well, to be honest, I don't know what it says in English, but yeah, that's something like that. Yeah, just click that. You're gonna see a tick mark. Press OK, and then you see them centered. You don't see them centered in the middle. So press that. Then you can see all the icons centered. uh, You can see all the icons centered in the middle. All right. So are there any other questions? And of course the colors are different here, but you can see uh, the end result of the way I reorganize the data so that it's easier for the viewers to see. They don't want to see this, of course. Mhm. They want to see something that are more organized, more in the colorful set. So and they look more like this, along with trend indicator icons. That that. And any questions? And of course, I know there are some delays. I'll wait. Okay, so I got Noom's question where she wanted to see the part where she can delete the numbers. Quite simple. Drag that part, go here, and go to the manage rules. Go here, double click that, and right next to the icons, you can see show only the icon. So if I press it again, it's going to show the numbers. But one more time, manage rules, double click that, and it says show only the icon. That, and then it's going to show the icons only. Okay, well, if that's the only question, I will uh, call it a session today. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, thank you guys. Then I think that's it, and we can call it a session. And goodbye, bye bye, guys. See you guys later.